In our previous discussions, we've explored various biases that can influence hiring decisions, such as the halo effect and similarity bias. Today, we will learn practical strategies that organizations can implement to minimize these biases and promote fairness during job interviews and in their recruitment processes. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you should be able to identify common sources of bias in hiring, understand the impact of these biases on organizational diversity and performance, implement effective strategies to mitigate bias and enhance fairness in recruitment, recognizing common hiring biases. Before we can address biases, it's essential to recognize them. Common hiring biases include affinity bias, favoring candidates who share similar backgrounds or interests; confirmation bias, seeking information that confirms pre-existing beliefs about a candidate; anchoring bias, relying too heavily on the first piece of information encountered about a candidate. These biases can lead to unfair hiring practices and limit the diversity of thought within an organization. The impact of bias on organizations. Biases in hiring can have several detrimental effects. Reduced diversity. Homogeneous teams may lack the varied perspectives necessary for innovation. Lower employee morale. Perceived unfairness in hiring can lead to dissatisfaction among staff. Legal and reputational risks. Discriminatory hiring practices can result in legal challenges and damage to the organization's reputation. Strategies to reduce hiring bias. Organizations can adopt several strategies to minimize bias. Standardized job descriptions. Clearly define the skills, qualifications, and experience required for a role. This reduces subjective evaluations and ensures candidates are assessed based on relevant criteria. Regularly updating job descriptions to align with current needs is also beneficial. Blind recruitment practices. Remove personal information such as names, ages, and genders from applications to focus solely on candidates' qualifications. This approach helps prevent unconscious biases from influencing initial screening decisions. Structured interviews. Develop a consistent set of questions for all candidates, focusing on job-related competencies. This ensures a fair comparison and reduces the influence of personal biases. Skills assessments. Implement practical tests that evaluate candidates' abilities relevant to the role. This objective measure can provide a clearer picture of a candidate's suitability. Bias awareness training. Educate hiring teams about common biases and their impact. Training can help individuals recognize their own biases and take steps to mitigate them. Diverse hiring panels. Include individuals from various backgrounds in the recruitment process to provide multiple perspectives and counteract individual biases. Use of artificial intelligence, AI tools. Using AI to screen applications based on predefined criteria, reducing human biases. However, it's crucial to ensure these tools are designed and monitored to prevent the introduction of new biases.